Okay, I'm hoping I'm here because it wasn't working a minute ago. Let me just double check. Okay, I know you can hear me. Whoops, turn my sound off there. Okay, let's hope this is going to work. I just don't understand these social media platforms. It's like they don't want you to communicate any longer. I don't know, just kind of weird to me. Anyhow, I'm just setting up my mic here. So much time to figure out how to sign in again. All right, so I'm just going to, because I have my back to my computer and I will not see anybody talking to me. So I want to just make sure, sorry, that that I can see if anybody is chatting with me. So I'm just going to go to YouTube, turn the sound off, and hopefully I'll be able to find us. Okay, so I don't know, for some reason it didn't like the title I gave it. So I just left my generic title for my Zooms, and I will fix the title later. But you know already from my event that I want to talk to you about Creative Memories Border Maker System. This is an amazing, amazing thing. I love it. Okay. Okay, so I thought I'd start right from the very beginning and show you the case. Ta-da! Don't you love these polka dots? Okay, and it's got handles on the side to carry. It's got a handle on the front to carry it like a suitcase. It's got a place to put a label here if you like. Very sturdy, very sturdy. Okay, it comes with these two trays that have all the slots in them. Okay, you can see here is one part of the base, and here's the other part of the base. So it's got the spaces nicely defined for those. And then it's got room for all of the cartridges, okay, because these are the important things that you need to actually make these work. Okay, so if you have these, but not this, doesn't work. Okay, if you have these, but not these, still doesn't work. You need to have them all. All right, so this is my collection so far, because remember, I am a new Creative Memories consultant. I was with Close to My Heart for 12 plus years, and Close to My Heart had nothing like this. Okay, so I'm really excited. I'm still quite a beginner myself, but I am so happy that I can use these now because they're so great and they're so much fun. Okay, so what I'd like to do next is, oh, and I forgot, there's another tray. So there's two trays you get. Okay, and you just set it down on top, and then you can fill it up with all these cartridges. Yeah. So once you buy this, okay, you never have to buy this again. Okay, then you just have to buy this. Okay, these are pieces. So this is kind of like a Cricut machine, if you know Cricut. Okay, this is, you buy the Cricut machine, okay, and then you used to buy the cartridges to go with it. And now they don't have cartridges anymore. They have collections, but this is the same idea. All right. Okay, so if we grab one of these, you'll see that this side is flat. All right. This side shows you the design you're going to get. Okay, and then this side has two bumps on it. One is a big bump and one is a little bump. And here you can see the actual size of what you're going to get. Okay, so if we can look at any of them. and see the same thing. All right, so here's your bumps. Okay, this is what makes the whole thing work. It's just amazing. Here is a picture of what this border looks like, and then you can see the actual size there. It's flat on the front. Okay, so they are all like that. Now, the thing that is not the same about all of them is the fact that some of them are an edge border. And you can see here on this one, it's got a straight edge there. All right, this is an edge border. And that means that once you put your paper in there and you punch all the way across your paper, your border is still attached to your paper. Okay, so it creates a border for your paper. This one doesn't have that type of thing. All right, you can see there's no edge to it. And that's because this makes a chain. So there's no edge. And once you've punched all the way across your paper, all right, this piece that you've punched will come away from your paper. All right, and it leaves you with a freestanding border that you can attach with adhesive. All right, so I think I'm going to move this out of my way. And I'm going to grab, what am I going to grab? I have some samples to show you. Okay, this is one I haven't used yet. So we're going to do that one. And that one is a chain one. I also want to do one that is a border. Righty. While I'm doing this, don't forget to like my video, please. And if you want to see more, because I plan on doing more beginner classes, and I think I'm going to do every 2 weeks. All right, my next one is going to be on the circle cutting system, which also is totally amazing. All right, and so if you subscribe, then you will get a notification when I go live again. All right, so I have all my paper here. What do I do with it? Crazy. Okay, here. All right, so I have a piece of paper. Now, a couple things about this. Okay, first thing is do this standing. I have found that it just works better if you are completely over top of your work. And when you're standing, you have more, I don't want to say oomph because they aren't really hard to punch, but it just works better. All right. So this is your base. All right. Now it's very important. You can see here all of these little dents. Okay. And that's what lines up with these right here. So you can see how nicely they fit in. That makes sure that as you're punching, everything is completely evenly spaced across. Now you've got this little tray here that needs to come out, and you have to hear it snap. I hope you heard that. I'm going to do it again. Snap. Okay. That needs to go on the right. Okay. And then you put your paper in from the left, and you can see this strip right here, and another one just like it over here. And these are magnets. So this whole thing is designed to hold your paper in place. So you put it into place with your edges right up against the edge in the tray. Then you snap that down. Now the magnet is holding this in place, except I moved it. Once you've got that done, okay, I'm holding this with my hand, and I'm just going to snap that tray right out of the way again. Okay, now I bring in this piece. Remember, we need to have the little tabs, those little nubby things sticking out. So they're going to go in here, just like this. This will come up automatically. Don't try and stop it. And then you hear that snap. All right. Then we're going to set it down on the table, and you can start at either end. Does not matter. Okay, you just want to hold this in place, and you want to bring this up to your paper so that this is lined up more or less with this. So you've got the edge of your cartridge, and you've got the edge of your paper holder. All right, and I can feel that those little nubby things slid right into their grooves. So I know I'm ready to go, and I'm just going to punch. All right, and I'll let you just have a look here. You can see how that's working. Okay, and that's where it was. I can put it right back in the same place if I want. Now I'm going to move it down. You notice I pulled it out. And now I'm going to move it down until the nubs slide into place again. And I'm going to punch again. I'm going to pull it out just enough so that I can move this down until it slides into place again. And I'm just going to slide this up so you can see more. And you can see these are the pieces that are getting punched out. I'm just going to slide it down again until I feel those little nubbies sliding into the grooves. And again. That's it. We're done. Look at that. Is that not amazing? I love this system. Okay, so now you're done. You can just lift that up, take your paper out, and you've got this beautiful edging. So that's how the edge ones work. Pretty cool, right? I love it. Now, in Canada, this set sells for $39, and it comes with one cartridge. Okay, and right now it's the Picket Fence cartridge. The cartridges themselves are $21 each. All right, and it doesn't matter which ones you order, they're all $21. Okay, so I'm going to take this cartridge out now just by pressing this button. Oops, oh, sorry. See, I'm still new at this, and then it just slides out. All right, now I want to show you how the chain ones work. We're going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to slide it in and let it snap. Now we see the nubbies here on the outside. I'm going to turn this paper over to do this one. Okay, so you heard that snap. I'll lift this up. Okay, and we've got it all lined up with the tray. So that goes down. All right, now we know we've got it in place. So the tray gets snapped back. And the same thing, we're going to line it up so the edges are more or less flush. And then we're going to, now I already am feeling that the nubs have gone into place, so I'm going to start punching. Okay, slide it down. Down. See what's happening? The whole thing is coming away. I'm just sliding it down each time until I feel those nubs going into place, into their grooves. All right, and so now it's completely detached from your paper, and you're left with this fun apple border. All right, now the really cool thing about these is that you do not have to use them exactly the way they explain them. All right, or you don't have to use them for exactly the thing that they were intended. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay. So this is the citrus. All right, and you can see it here. All right, it's yeah, it's just citrus, and you can tell from the edge here that it is a border one, or it's attached, right? Okay, so what I want to do is just show you something pretty cool about this. So I'm going to put this in. Oh, I guess I'm going to take this one out first. Yeah, and that's going to go that way. All right. So I think we're going to go back to the green paper. Yes, that's a good idea. Now, bear in mind that I'm still a very new user for this. And so you can see, hopefully, that it is not a difficult thing to master. I just make sure that my paper's lined up on my tray. Snap it back. Okay, and now we're going to make some citrus borders. So I've got this lined up flush here. Feel the nubs in place. To see how that was looking. Stopping this. See, even from that direction, I can get it into place very easily. Just by sliding it along until the nubs go into place and find their home. Okay, so now I have this very cool border on my paper that is citrus fruit. You're going to love this. I'm just going to let you see that for a second. I'm going to, I've started collecting layouts I've done since I've moved over to Creative Memories. And okay. Does this look familiar to you? What did it look like? Okay, look at that. Citrus border. Bunting. Okay, I was looking for something of a certain size when I did this layout, and I couldn't find anything. And then I looked at this one, and I looked at it upside down, and I thought, hey, like that is going to be perfect. So that's what I used. I used the Citrus Slice Border Maker cartridge to make banners, and I just turned it upside down. Now the other thing is here is that you can trim it off. You don't have to leave it attached to the paper. So you can just use your straight trimmer and trim off as much as you want. Now I just wanted a small amount up there. I wasn't putting it underneath anything else, and it worked great. And what else can you do? You can cut these apart. You don't have to leave yourself with a 12-inch strip all the time. You see here, I cut these two strips off, and these are, let's see, I think they're about 4 inches each, here and here. And then this one, I think was, let's see, 3 and 6, about 8 inches. So you can cut them up. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and I have another one I want to show you. Now, did I put it in my book? No, I haven't got it in my book yet. I just finished it today. Hang on one second. Sorry. Okay, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, yes, here it is. It's on this one. Okay, so now this is not a Border Maker cartridge that I used, but it's the same principle. Okay, this is a border punch. It's a whole one big punch that makes the banners, but they're all attached, and I didn't want them attached. I wanted single ones. And so I punched out a couple of them. I think I made about 4 of them altogether. And well, silly me, I should have, oh, here it is. Okay, here's the border punch I used. So I think I punched 4 of these all together. And then I just started cutting them apart. And then I added them across just to see how many I needed. You know, I put them out evenly and everything. But I didn't use any of the other part. So you can see here that you get a connector because this all comes out in one piece. And then here are some round circles. All right, and you could actually embellish those if you wanted, but I didn't use any of that. Okay, all I did was cut off these, and they worked great. I mean, I love how that turned out. And they're all exactly the same size. So, and you don't even have to think about it. Okay, so So that's another idea. Now, the last thing I wanted to show you for tonight is, just let me get rid of all of this. Okay, so I need to make myself another edge here. Okay, and I want to make this narrow. I'm going to make it even narrower, 1.5. All right. And this is a very cool trick that I learned from another Creative Memories advisor. Okay, so here are all of my pieces. I'm going to continue using my citrus slice. And you need to grab a Post-it note. And I'm going to grab a pretty big one. All right, and so you're going to start out exactly the same way. Now, the thing with using a very narrow piece of paper, which you might need to do, is that you put it in and look what happens. The magnet is not holding down the paper because it's too narrow. All right, so what you can do is you can put your paper in place, grab a Post-it note. All right. Okay, and then you're just going to, I don't want to mess this up. I'm just going to Post-it note. So I've got part of the Post-it note sticky right here on the paper, and then I've got part of it on the base as well. All right. Okay, let's hope this works. Okay, because I haven't tried it yet. You're seeing it first right here. Okay, let's see what happens. Trying to find, there we go. Okay, now it took a little bit more work to punch because I was punching through the Post-it note. Okay, going this way. How did I miss that? Okay, and so I guess it just takes a little bit of patience. But the thing I love the most about this whole system is that there's no guessing. Like even with our regular border punches, it's a little more work than this. But with this system, there is no guessing at all. All right. They come out evenly spaced, all lined up every time. All right. Okay. So that was everything that I wanted to show you about the Border Maker. What do I want to say here? System. Sorry, I got distracted by my phone. If you are here watching, let me know in the chat that you are indeed here. And I am going to give you 25% off any purchase that you make towards the Border Maker system today. All right. So if you order today from my Creative Memories website, which I will post in the description when we're done here, if you can buy the system, you can buy any of the cartridges, and I will give you 25% off. So I know you're placing your own order, but what I will do is I will calculate what your discount is, and then I will return that to you in an e-transfer. All right, so if you have any questions about this, about the cartridges, about the different types of punches that are available in the system, about the discount, about ordering, about anything, all right, please leave me a comment in the chat, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. And then I want to look at my calendar here, and I'm going to tell you on July 5th, I will be back here, same time, same place, and I will be talking about the circle cutting system. It is amazing. I'm telling you, you are not going to believe how cool this system is. All right, so I thank you very much for joining me tonight. Again, I am Valerie with Sure Scraps a Lot, a new Creative Memories advisor. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to talk to you very, very soon.